Hi guys, I'm your friend Rice Power. Today I prepared a food that can only be delicious, Kimchi Jeongol. It is really difficult to cook something bad with this recipe. It's not a set rule, but for Korean there is an almost rule how to enjoy Jeongol. Let's enjoy the recipe and culture. Okay, give me music. This is a pork belly part. These days, in many countries, we can see Korean barbecue restaurant. Usually they use this part. It is samgyeopsal in Korean language. Sam means 3. The name was given because the flesh and fat parts overlap 3 times. It is delicious to grill this part as it is, but it is of course delicious if you add many kinds of seasonings. Delicious plus delicious equals super delicious. It is very important to get rid of pork smell when boiling. Green onion's white part is sweet and has a more flavor than green part. Apple will give pork a sweet taste. Instead of apple, you can use pear. Pear is a good natural meat tenderizer. Pork belly part is already soft, so if you wanna enjoy so much soft pork belly, try to use pear. If you live in country where pears are cheaper than apples, you are lucky. Garlic is necessary for catching smell of pork. This is clear wine, Soju. If you think it is sake, it will be easy to understand, but it is different from sake. Instead of Soju, you can use Soju. Soju, okay. Red wine, no. If you use a red wine, food taste was in Korea and then suddenly goes to the West. Soju has a very luxurious scent and is good for deleting pork smell. Boil for 30 minutes. I prepared only the most important vegetables for this recipe. If you like any other vegetables, you can add more.
Now we eating steak, remember sleeping on the floor. Stealing at the gas station when the time was cold. In the kitchen, hot still trying to flip it out the stove. Rocking fake.
Cut it into bite-sized pieces.
Take my dog away, was way too hard to stay composed. Fight to see the light of day, all this blood on my clothes. I was tired every day, green light, it's time to go.
All the essence is contained in this broth. Place the onion at the bottom of the pot. Flavor from onions will be delivered to the ingredients to be placed on top. This is rice cake. It's not necessary, but if there is, it can be fun to taste. Arrange the pork belly on one side of the pot evenly. There is this sentence: the food that looks good tastes good.
They see me. Go down as a legend in my city, cause we beat the streets. Trying to spread the wealth around the block, no, I can't keep from me. Told me I should leave. I see the bigger picture in this.
Without kimchi, this food would be nothing. When I ate the kimchi food in different countries, there were many cases of cooking with kimchi that was not yet fermented. The more mature kimchi is, the more sour it tastes. Perhaps that's why they use the less sour kimchi for foreigners. However, if you want to enjoy the original Korean food taste, I recommend that you try well-aged kimchi. It will be useful to know this sauce. It is similar to other Korean dishes sauce. Pour the broth up to half of the pot. Mash the sauce so that it melts well. You don't need to boil for a long time. If you can prepare bean sprouts when you follow this recipe, hurry up buy 1 bottle of soju. As bean sprouts are edited, the texture and flavor of soup go well with soju. If you burn pork belly and bean sprouts with a torch and add a smoke scent, the flavor will be doubled. This is the best way to eat a piece of meat with the bean sprouts and kimchi on top of each other. The chewiness of rice cake goes very well with the pork belly. I just pay attention about the only eating. You should enjoy one more amazing thing, when there is not much meat left. That is fried rice. This is the almost rule if you ate the jeongol. It's delicious. Leave only kimchi, pork, and little bit soup. Cut them into small pieces. This is seasoned seaweed. Korean seaweed is already seasoned with the salt. Put the seaweed in the plastic bag. Except this one. Crush it. Perfect. Add rice and fry. Fried rice is delicious when the bottom part is slightly burned, so spread the rice evenly. If you have a Korean girlfriend or boyfriend, they will be very surprised when you show this skill in front of them, like a, "How do you know?" Lastly, add seaweed and sesame oil. And done. I think it's a sin not to eat the fried rice after eating jeongol. My friend said that he decided to stay in Korea because of this fried rice. See you in next video. Have a great day. Your subscription and likes give me power.